In this bonus clip, Joshua Jackson answers 4 lighthearted but meaningful questions, and his answers are so uplifting. We talk about hope, joy, celebrating everything, and what it means to embrace softness. It's short, but it's powerful. Plus, you get a couple of pop culture references. Let's listen in. Before we drop off, I do close by asking every guest 4 questions that are a little bit more lighthearted. Are you up for them?
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing is, what is it easy for you to say yes to?
Wow. Hope.
Okay.
Hope.
Any reason behind that, or just that's what you
Any
felt and that's what you
reason?
said? Yeah.
So I feel like Elegba, my Fedifon Elegba, put this in me and Obatala molded it in me and Olorun called it for me. And I feel like my mestre here named it in me. He named me Barauna is my Capoeira name. It's the tree that falls and rises again. We will make it. We will make it. I know it. No matter what I see happening in this world, there's more people who know what it feels like to fully be human than there are otherwise. There's more people who know who oh, there's more people who know what it's like to be hungry, who know what it's like to be houseless, who know what it's like to not have health insurance, who know what it's like to who know what gunshots sound like, and there's too many people who know what bombs sound like. There's more of us.
Yeah.
There's more of us, you know, around the world, everywhere.
Listen,
So
you got me over here like Yeah.
there's more of us. So just always remember that the only thing we need to keep doing is keep going.
Keep going.
Is keep going. So hope is easy for me. I'm like, child, I watched Andor. Andor was lit. There are ways where I'm like, that's part of the empire too. But there's this speech in Andor where it's like oppression is hard. Oppression is you have to constantly, they have to constantly be on our necks in order to win. And there's not enough. There's not enough of them. There's not enough pressure in this world. There's not enough
Yeah.
pressure in this world.
I do think even in the hard moments, you're right. It's important to remember that we will get through this and that I think there is more hope for that a future where we all can thrive than a future where just a few do, right? And maybe it will take time to realize, but I think believing that there is that possibility that it can be better.
I drove across the country and then I can see
Yeah,
the truth in the actual statistics around violence. This country is beautiful.
it
They,
is
child,
amazing.
the media got us messed up. This country, like, and it has me wonder how beautiful, the rest of this world is. That it's so easy to get scared and then boom, boom, boom. But it's like, oh, like there's a lot of love here. There's
There's so
yeah.
much love. I wanna share this very brief story.
Mhm.
I did a road trip while I was up in North Dakota for work. I did a road trip through North Dakota, Wyoming, and South Dakota. And
Mhm.
in Wyoming, I stayed near Bear Lodge, which is a national monument, and there's this golf course and restaurant there that's nearby, and it was, like, the only thing open. It's a town of, like, 800 people. It was the only thing open later at night, and I was really hungry, and so I was at this Airbnb, and they were like, "Well, you can go to this place, it's open." So I did, and I went to this country club, and it was men's golf night,
Uh-huh.
and I was the only female in the restaurant that was not working. And it was just all
Wow.
these men golfers, right? And you can certainly have thoughts about that. I'm in Wyoming. I'm in this real small town. It's real rural here, whatever. But that they were some of the nicest people. I had such a beautiful conversation with these folks who were just talking about their golf game that day and what their plans were for the weekend. And they were like, "You should come golf with us." It was just such a beautiful evening. And it was one that reminded me that people care about other people and
Mhm.
we have things that unite us. We have more in common than we don't. And those moments and traveling across the US, especially, in times like these where it feels really distraught, to be able to see that and to say, like, this was a safe space, this was a welcoming space, even if you might think it wasn't on paper, and that takes getting out and connecting with people to really see that. I don't know where I'm
Mhm.
going with that other than that was, like, such a beautiful
No, you
moment.
said it. It takes getting out and connecting with people. In order to do that, we have to we have to get out. We have to get outside into the streets and do whatever we gotta do in order to laugh, eat, love, play.
Yeah.
I've never like maybe it's a distress. It's probably a distress because I'm like, the marching didn't get us anywhere. But statistically, when you look at it, the marching was getting us a lot of places. So yes, March.
Yeah.
um, it works when we get to see going into the rural areas of the country, and you get to see even the marketing of the different things. I'm like, oh wow, we're being trained to like see and believe certain things, and I'm like,
Right.
it's hard to take time to really see and notice what do you actually think, you know,
Yeah.
beyond all that.
Yeah. So, let's get into the second question, which is what is
Yeah.
it hard for you to say no to?
Joy. I'm like, any excuse for joy. I said this in my latest job interview. I was like, I'm celebrating everything. I'm celebrating everything. It's Monday, we gonna celebrate. It's Tuesday, we gonna because I see what's going on in the world, you know, and every contradiction I can make and bring the reality, the benign reality that you have the ability to do whatever you want in this world now more than ever to these kids is really important because I have the only reason I have solutions is because someone looked at me and saw hope and they offered more and more and more and another person and another person and another person. So being able to do that for other, you know, people and offer that joy is a gift.
It is a gift. It's beautiful. We had another guest recently who said something similar, which was celebrate all the things.
Mhm,
And I couldn't agree with that more.
mhm.
Okay, so the two questions there, when it comes to joy and rest and self-care, what do you do really well and where do you still struggle?
Ooh, man, I wanna know what I said last time. Um,
I can probably go back and look at it, but not in time for this recording.
oh, what do I do well? What do I need some help with?
Yeah.
Okay. I always come back to myself. You know, I come back to like, let me get this space clean. That was part of why last night was last night because I finally sat down and you know, I'm realizing that music is a spiritual medium to me, like period. There is no I can't have any ego in it. It's like it's just a wonderful way to navigate my own feelings and emotions. And I came back to myself and did that. Something that I could use some work with is the frequency and consistency at which I do that. And stay with myself, stay in there with myself and not give up and give in to that conditioning and those thoughts around my worthiness or what I deserve or especially the conditioning of men, which one of the main things is like, oh, I need to protect people from me because like seeing a lot of men, we see ourselves as the monster in the world. And so, you know, really just seeing like it was so reemergent. I just watched Superman and I
I
was
haven't
so
seen it
happy,
yet.
but you'll hear one of the characters' wife is like, "Oh, he's such a fluff ball. He's such a fluff ball," and I'm like, "Yo." We are like collectively like you see there's fractions of us right who are like really really tough. There's the fluff balls, there's the chefs, there's the like we're all of us are like that. I feel like just noticing that I'm a fluff ball, um, and I I should notice that more, that I need to get outside and panda in the sun and all that.
Enjoy the sun. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, just enjoy being.
absolutely.
That was Joshua Jackson with a reminder to keep saying yes to hope and no to letting joy slip away. If you haven't listened to the full episode yet, make sure to check it out. It's one of the most vulnerable and inspiring conversations I've had on Work is Third. Until next time, put yourself first.